Hello, my gaming friends. This is Starlight Hunter for Spy Club, and as promised, we have more Lumière merch. Now, I know I am playing into the Delulu a little too much, just like MC when it comes to this Lumière thing, but it's fun. It's good. You know, do what makes you happy. In this case, it may not make Xavier very happy, but it makes MC and me happy. So we're gonna do more Lumière merch. Today's item is actually the official Infold Papergames merchandise, and that is the glow-in-the-dark acrylic block. This one is the acrylic block that's supposedly luminescent, I guess, when you put it in the sunlight. So again, we have the Papergames sticker. I believe this one and the little foil one are for authenticity. So we're gonna unwrap that. So again, we have the sticker, and on this side, it's kind of like a plastic sleeve, I think, that's covering it, and a ribbon. So let's see what this is for. So we just pull it out like this. Okay, hold on. Oh wow. Okay, cool. So it looks like we've got, let's get that in frame, a vellum paper here. That's pretty. I would want to frame this up somewhere. 真心会. Okay. All right. Okay, and then there it is. So it looks like it's not just a flat acrylic. It looks like there's some depth into the block. I was honestly expecting something smaller that maybe I can put with the rest of my Xavier decor, but this looks like a pretty good size, so let's see if we can get it out. Okay, looks like it's within another box. We're doing a lot of unboxings in one. I do like the special protection for it. So it looks like we have the little acrylic pieces that are the feet to help it stand up. Okay. Not sure why it's a little scratched here. I wonder if that's like, there's like a protective plastic covering on here that I don't know about, but you can kind of see there's little scratches running alongside of the feet. Hopefully that doesn't happen for the main Xavier block. Okay, so let's take this one out. Okay, all right, looks really cool and pretty. Let's see. Okay, there's a little dents here and there. Oh, so I think that is a protective plastic on here. And like an Asian person, I'm probably gonna keep it on for months until it peels off. So that's the front, and this is the back. So it's very clean. Okay, so, oh my goodness. I just saw, oh my God. The glitter. Oh my goodness. Okay, I either did not read things correctly, but I was not expecting this. Woo! Oh my God, this is like my new fidget toy now. Okay. You guys remember from back in the 90s where they had those like glass wands full of glitter that you just shake around? This is what it reminds me of. Okay. So the other thing that we're looking for is to see how well it glows in the dark. So I'm gonna put it under a UV light for a little bit and take it to a dark place and see what happens. So according to the website in Anemone, we are supposed to leave the acrylic block out under direct sunlight for more than 10 minutes, and then it's supposed to glow in the dark. So that's exactly what we did, only I left it out under the sun for about 20 minutes to ensure that it got full exposure. Also because sunlight weakens and varies because the sun moves in the sky. So the variation of the amount of sunlight that the block will get will differ. But first I used my 395 nm ultraviolet flashlight, otherwise also labeled as a 51 LED UV light, usually used for looking at stains and so forth.
So that short amount of time under the UV light didn't really do much, so I decided to experiment more with leaving it out in the sun first for about 20 to 30 minutes to see what kind of effect that we could get, and then come back with the UV light later with varying amounts of time just to see what would happen. So first I put it in view or sight of a window once, and then the second run I tried to put it in more direct sunlight where I got more sun. And so then I went to go test it out in the darkest room of my house to see how it would fare. And unfortunately I couldn't get the camera to focus well, but you can judge by the brightness that this was as bright as I could get it, leaving it in the sunlight for longer than what was prescribed on the website. In the first run, in the last clip, I had set it out for 20 minutes, and in this clip, it had been sitting out in the sunlight for about 30 minutes, but you can see that the glow is about the same, and also the glow doesn't last very long regardless of whether you put it in the sun or under a UV light. But I do love the movement of the glitters and how it just kind of flows upwards, making it look really magical. But again, leaving it in the sunlight was not as effective as if we had put it under a UV light. So I went back to using my trusty UV light and shone on the acrylic for longer, try to cover all areas, including the glitter itself to see what would happen. And there you have it. It's got this beautiful glow, and even the glitter has little pieces of glow-in-the-dark glitter that kind of appears in the background. And unfortunately, the glow doesn't really last for too long. You can see here that in seconds, it literally just fades away. Even right after we've added the UV light for, several seconds or up to a minute. So it really doesn't last very long, although the effect is rather pretty. After that, I tried it a few more times, varying the length of time that it was held under the UV light, but whether it was a minute or up to several minutes, it didn't really make much of a difference. You can see how quickly the light or the glow fades away. So the longer the light is on, the stronger the glow, but it still fades away within seconds, unfortunately. So I guess it's like a cool effect, but it doesn't last for very long. So there you have it. I give it 4 out of 5 stars only because the glow doesn't last for very long, and it does better under UV light than sunlight as was advertised. So let me know if you will be purchasing your own Lumière's block and what you think of it so far. I also wanted to point out that in the last video, I put in a typo. Just a reminder that I am not sponsored, so these reviews are 100% honest and not 10% like the typo in the previous video. Stay tuned same time next week for more unboxings and reviews on more Lumière merch, this time from Velnick Studios. Until the next video, carry on and game on.